I realized my teacher was a real person. This happened back in 8th grade, and it honestly changed how I saw adults forever. We had this English teacher, Mr. J. He was one of those strict but fair types, never smiled much, always wore the same brown corduroy jacket, and had this deep voice that made you sit up straighter without thinking. Everyone respected him, but we also low-key feared him. You know the type. Anyway, one Friday afternoon, we were all kind of mentally checked out. The weekend was close and none of us were paying attention. Mr. J was mid-lecture about to kill a mockingbird, and you could tell he knew we weren't listening. So he stops mid-sentence, walks to the window, and just stares out for a bit. Dead silent classroom. Then he says, "You know, the first time I read this book, I was in a hospital waiting room. My sister was dying. I didn't know it at the time, but she only had a few hours left. I read the entire second half of the book in one sitting because I couldn't stand to look up." We all kind of froze. Then he sat back down and just started reading out loud from chapter 20. No more lecture, no more notes. Just his voice and the book. No one spoke. No one looked at their phones. We just listened. After that, everything was different. We still had assignments and tests and essays, but we wanted to do well in his class. Not because we feared him anymore, but because we respected the hell out of him. Years later, I ran into him at a bookstore. He remembered my name. We talked about books for like 15 minutes. I told him I was studying to be a teacher. He just smiled and said, "Then you'll understand why that book still makes me cry." Teachers are human. We forget that when we're kids.